So in my last video, I spoke about jumping potentials and this technique or shortcut that I used. But really, as I wrote the description for the video, it's not really a shortcut. It's an understanding of how energies, realities, and potentials work. So I want to expand on potentials here for a moment. Because everything you're experiencing is a potential or was a potential before you experienced it. You just aligned with that potential and that potential became your reality. Where we're at in terms of our expansion is the law of potential has been introduced because now we hold enough light to play in that law on a consistent basis if we choose to access it and live in it. And the law of potential comes with a fundamental understanding of you are the creator. And in that creator, you are co-creating with this law that will bring you your highest and most divine potentials in every moment based on what it is that you want to create, or based on what it is that you've imprinted as a creation. And the way you access the law of potential is through unity currency, is through using your light as your currency, activating spirals through attracting, giving, manifesting, and receiving that is infused with intent and imprinted into the field for the highest potential to then manifest back to you or be received into your reality by you. And I'm going to do another video on unity currency. But I want to really hone in on the potentials. There are infinite potentials. Potentials are unlimited. And we only see a limited number of potentials because we lived in such depths of limitation. We lived in such low vibrational energies that the only things that can manifest were so strong in our belief, or the only things that we were willing to receive was so strongly tied to what we were willing to believe and see as possibilities or potentials. And possibility is a different thing from potential. It leads to potentials. It's about what you believe is possible, but there is infinite potentials beyond what you believe. So Unity Consciousness shared some stuff in a few videos talking about how many options we now have of milk. And the point of that sharing is milk has not really changed. It's the ways that we perceive or the potentials for milk to be expressed in our reality has expanded. They also use a reference of potatoes. The ability or the amount or the potentials of the expression of potatoes has changed in our experience due to our desire, due to our creations. So, I want to add to that and look at yesterday I talked about jumping, or yesterday, the last video I talked about jumping these timelines, jumping from one place by releasing fear, anger, anxiety, or whatever, by observing what other people have in your reality, and you eliminate potentials that would come closer to you for you to experience it in order to release that energy. But this works in the other direction. If you see something you want, or you feel an energy that you like, you can also align with those things and jump potentials to get that closer in your reality. Because the potential exists. It's your belief in the potential that it could be here and now that keeps the potential at a distance. The expansion of your understanding into potentials and the expansion of your ability to receive potentials changes what comes into your experience, what comes into your life. Because if you have, we've had, and here's another example, we have had a very limited way of how money comes into our bank account. And so the only potential that can exist, if you have that very limited way, or the very limited way in which we had, which is you have to go out and work for it, and you must work hard, and you must be a good employee, and then the company will take care of you. That's only one potential. And we know that people make money in their sleep. That's another potential. People don't have to work hard because the hardest working person in most companies is not the highest paid. So, does hard work equal more pay? That's a different potential. We have people making money over the internet by selling subscriptions, a different potential. We have donation links now, different potential. We have monetization of channels and social media streams, different potential. Podcasting, different potential. These are all different ways in which you can receive monetary income. But 20 years ago, these were weird, strange, and way off in the future. And now they're here because we opened up to those potentials. There is unlimited potentials for everything you want, everything that you could think of, everything that you could imagine above and beyond the whatever the dream is, whatever the fantasy is, whatever the imagination is. And the only reason why they're not in your reality right now is because you do not believe that they could be real, and or you've distanced them in the future. So potentials are limitless, unlimited. They're infinite. And there's so many ways that you can access or expand into greater and greater potentials by expanding your beliefs, by seeing things that happen around you, by understanding that you have limitations around these and asking, are these ways true? And I'll go into how to use Unity currency to access unlimited potentials in another video. But I wanted to give you this understanding of, and this is only my current understanding today because I've only started learning. I've only learned about how many potentials exist and the law of potential in the last months or so. And I've been playing with it myself. And in the playing with it myself, I'm discovering where I'm limited and I am expanding. So I know there will be another video that is even more expansive than this coming at a later date. But to sum this up, you have access to unlimited potentials. Can you start believing that what you're experiencing is not all the potentials that exist? And just that will allow you to see and bring into your life more potentials.